Why do you work? That's the question I asked you to ponder before this year. And if you haven't yet, please stop this. Take out a piece of paper. Think for yourself, why do I work? And write down your answer. And only then continue with the rest of this year. You will get so much more from what I'm about to share if you've thought about it and concretized it for yourself first. On a most basic level, most people, especially in the start of their career, will say that they work to put food on the table. They've got a family to support, children to educate, a roof to keep over their heads. And while that is 100% true, it's not the only thing. It's not the end of the answer. You see, because if you look around in your community, people you know, there's many people who have much more money than they will ever need to feed their children, educate them, keep a roof over their heads. And yet they still work. And if you're honest, you'd probably recognize and acknowledge that if you too were in that position, you'd also probably continue to work. When I was a young, naive Avreich, just come back from yeshiva, I thought if I had enough money to retire on, I would definitely stop working and go and learn. Today, I know that's not true. I wouldn't do that. And why wouldn't I bothered me? And so I began to ask this question to numerous people. Why do you work? And the answers I got were fascinating. For me, work is the place where I feel fulfilled. It's the place where I feel like a fish in the fishbowl. It's where I belong, where all my ambition and aspiration comes out there. It's where I get fulfilled from the people around me. As my friend once told me, his father said to him, work is more fun than fun. And that's me. Work is more fun than fun. There's nothing more that I would rather be doing than that. But that also isn't 100% the answer. Because I asked my boss early on in my career the same question. He said to me the most incredible answer. He just spoke off the cuff and he said, well, when I started my career, I wanted to work to put food on the table. I came from a poor home. We struggled. And I wanted to make sure my family wasn't in that position. And I worked day and night struggled through to build and eke out a living where I could actually assure my family stability. And then it got to a point relatively soon in my career where I could do that. And then I wanted to work to just improve my family's lifestyle a bit, to move into a middle-class life, a 4-story home, a summer vacation, a first-hand car, just the normal expectations of a middle-class life. And soon thereafter, I got that. And then I wanted a few more of the niceties in life. I wasn't working for them, but I enjoyed having them. A holiday home, a few overseas vacations, a fancier car. But now I've got all that. And I'm working with as much passion, as much drive as ever. But I want to change the world now. I want to change the world for the people who come and work in my organization, and I want to change the world with the money that I make. I remember sitting in the room and thinking, wow, his reason for working changed throughout his life. He had a reason why he was working initially, and when he achieved that, work didn't terminate. The reason changed. And then when that reason was achieved, a new reason came about. There was no constant answer to why he was working. And there will be no constant answer to why you're working in your life too if you succeed. So I thought for a moment, what is the constant here? And I was gifted with an answer. The one common thread at every single stage was more money. Sure, there was a reason why you justified needing more money, and that reason had to change as and when you hit certain hurdles in your life. But the constant thread throughout everything was, I need more money. And that's why I'm working. And until you and me can acknowledge that the reason why we work at every stage and every moment of our life is because we need and want more money, we can't really move forward in this work. It's that raw, basic tray that's driving everything. I have the most incredible people on my team. And when I think about them, I don't have to think. I asked one of them amongst the group, one of the best people on the team, creative, dedicated, devoted, loyal, through and through committed to her job. I said to her, Chloe, if tomorrow I would tell you, we love you on the team, you're incredible, but unfortunately, there'll be no more bonuses nor salary, what would happen? She lifted up her hand. Bye-bye. What do you mean? Don't you love it here? Don't you think that work is more fun than fun? The people, the social aspect, your aspirations, your fulfillment, where does that go? Bye-bye. Because the fulfillment, the joy, the satisfaction in business comes from the opportunity that it presents to use every ounce of your talent to make more money. But make no mistake, at the root and core of it, the driver of everything is the want and need to make more money. That's what makes work for me more fun than fun. And that's, even if you don't enjoy your work, that's what's keeping you there. It's not an easy thing to acknowledge, especially if you're from, because the desire for money in the world through, and especially in religious circles, is seen as a very lowly drive, a very base, this worldly drive of gashmias and physicality. And so it's hard for us to acknowledge that that's the driving force of so much of what we do. In the frum world, you tell stories, whether they're true or not, of the Chofetz Chaim on a broken bench with one chair in his dining room, waiting for Mashiach to come, just passing through this world, and this world means nothing. That's the aggrandized world. Poverty itself is a certain level and madrega of frumness. So to aspire to want to alleviate that poverty and to have financial means is almost met with negativity and non-spirituality, no connection to God, and very lowly. But it's there, and it's beating in every single one of us. And let's acknowledge it, not fight it. And then we can begin our work to help us understand what to do with that drive, how to direct it, and how to actually harness it at work to engage us in an incredible relationship with God. The most amazing piece, and Evan Schleimer quotes pieces from the Vilna Gaon. I read this many years after I asked that question to my boss, but listen how he describes the desire for money. He says as follows, Bimtzudas hachemda, in the net of desire for money, nilkadim lifamim gam b'nei Torah v'yira. Even people who b'nei Torah and who've got Yira Shemayim, they get caught in the trap of this chemda. Why? Mipnei shebitchila hi mare panim lidvorea shehi nitzrechet leyeshuva olam. Because at the outset, it presents to you a presentation that, no, it's very necessary to get more money. Leyeshuva olam. You need it for stability in your life, to build God's world. V'tov Torah in derech eretz. And what you're talking about, it's a Mishnah. Torah alone is not good. You've got to work. Tov Torah in derech eretz. Your Torah will flourish if you're working. Umisham, and from that point, nimshach, it then moves on. It has a new reason why it wants you to work. Achar hamotaros, It wants you to enjoy things which are excess, but mutter in your life. Shakol tzorech loi bichdei sheyuchel lilmoid b'harvacha ulahavi teref lebeisui. You need those extra things in your life, those additional comforts, the beautiful holiday and the magnificent house. Like the Gemara says, it gives you harchavas hadas. It broadens your mind. It allows you to think clearly. My Torah will be better if the gashmis in my life is better and I have more finances. My family will be comfortable. The financial anguish and worry will be off my head and I'll be able to learn Torah with a clear mind. So I'm going to work for my Torah. And after he's got all that, then he'll say something else. What am I going to have for the days when I get old, when I retire? I need to start putting away money. I don't need it now, but when I retire and I'm not working, I'm just learning, I'll need money there to build. So I need to start building a savings bank. So I need to work more. Or God forbid, if I fall sick or someone's ill, who knows how much money I'll need then, and I'll have to keep working. But you can plan and you can plan. You'll never have enough if Hashem deems it so. But his description is just magnificent, the Gon. It never tells you I want more money. It comes with good reasons. And if you're a Ben Torah, it comes with Torah-dic reasons. Tov Torah derech eretz. You've got to go to work. You need money to support your Torah. You need a beautiful house. We need more money so I can have a Yishuv Adas in my learning. It's all for learning. No, it's all for money. Just you can't say that. And so you dress it in a very noble garb, and whatever that garb looks like for you. If you're a Ben Torah, it's Mishnahs, it's Psukim, it's Rayas from Gemara, to justify and hide the ultimate reason why you want to be at work. And that is to make more money. But when you can acknowledge that, when you can take a deep breath and say, yes, I want more money, and that's why I'm at work, then we can begin to work. And in the next year, I'm going to share with you just a few makoros from the Torah, where the Torah starts to unpack this drive in the person. Explore it, explain it. What a gift we have, that the God who created us, who built us with the chemdus moment, with the desire for money, actually taught us how it functions, how it works, and how to use and harness it. It's the greatest gift in the world. I look forward to learning those sources with you in the upcoming share.